everyone, my name is Lauren and welcome to my channel, Gabbing Ginger. Today's video is going to be my 24 to 28 week pregnancy update. So I say this in every video, but I just can't believe how, when I sit down to do these, that it's already time to do an update for the last 4 weeks. And if you can hear talking, it's my little toddler and my husband playing. So, anyways, let's get started and I will go through what I've been feeling the last month. So, where should I start? I've been having a lot of really weird dreams, like weird vivid dreams, and I'm not really one that will wake up and remember what my dreams are, so that is still happening. I think I've mentioned that in a previous video. So those are happening. They're not scary or anything, they're just really bizarre, just odd. I should have written one down just to explain what I'm dreaming, but maybe next time, because I'm sure they're going to keep happening. Sleep is getting a little harder, just because when I'm waking up, not a lot, but every so often, and either my legs or my hands are going numb, or my hip hurts from just laying on my left side, because you're supposed to try to sleep on your left side. So, but with the extra weight kind of compressing on that side, it's kind of a little bit irritating, I guess, if that makes sense. So I'm still sleeping okay. It's just waking me up, and a few more bathroom trips, but I'm trying to make sure I go to the restroom right before I go to sleep, so then maybe I'll only wake up once or twice at night. But then there's other times that I'm up a couple times. It's probably just based on when I drank my water and stuff. So it's super hot here in Texas, like crazy hot. I'll talk about that a little later. And so I'm drinking a ton of water, trying to stay hydrated. So that's kind of everything that has to do with sleep. I've been still trying to work out with home workouts or just going on walks, but the walks outside aren't happening right now. So I've been doing yoga and some lightweight body weight type workouts, and they've been good. I haven't noticed really too much. I will say my balance is definitely starting to get in check now that I'm carrying a little bit more weight. So I'll kind of catch myself falling or stumbling when especially in yoga, when I normally wouldn't be. And even when I'm doing lunges, that sometimes I'll just be in the middle of a set and I'll kind of lose my balance. So I do try to do things near, whether it's a table or a wall or something, just in case I do lose my balance and I have something to catch me. So that's that. I still haven't had, which knock on wood, a lot of women kind of around this phase, time frame, they start to really feel like they can't take deep breaths. I still feel like I can take deep breaths. I do get out of breath more easily, and my heart rate does rise quickly, quicker than it normally has in the past, but that's probably due to weight and all the extra blood flow. So, nothing to be concerned about. I just take a break or take a sip of water when I need to. And I wear an Apple Watch, which this has been super helpful just with making sure I'm getting up frequently, how my steps are looking, how my activity's looking. So it's really come in handy, and keeping my heart rate in check whenever I'm working out. So been trying to stay active to keep, weight gain at bay, and just to get my body ready for labor and delivery and a new baby. So that's all of that. And let's see, kind of the biggest, I guess, health-wise. So I took my gestational diabetes test and I passed it with flying colors. However, I am deficient in iron now, which kind of isn't surprising. It's really common in pregnancy. And I wasn't eating a lot of foods that were rich in iron either. So I am now on an iron supplement just to make sure I'm getting enough. And then I'm also trying to introduce the foods that have good iron in them into my diet a little bit more than I was before, because our bodies absorb it a lot better from like food than from a pill. So that is what I'm doing there, and I will get that rechecked and hopefully it will be back to normal. I didn't have this my first pregnancy, so that was that update. And then a couple days later, I got the call from my endocrinologist, because if you've been following, during the first trimester, I had one of my thyroid numbers was off. But after the recheck, it was normal, and I've been rechecking about every 4 weeks, and they have all been normal. But the last recheck, my number was still within one of the numbers. There's a whole panel that they run. One of my numbers, it was still within a normal range, but it was on the higher end, especially considering in my history I've had a out of range number. And my out of range numbers have been throughout for a couple years now. I've gone to an endocrinologist, but it's always like I have a weird number and then I have normal numbers for like a year or 2 or 3. So I'm on a very, very low dose medicine to just make sure that that number stays in check, and I will have it rechecked here again in a couple weeks, and I will visit with them and make sure the medicine is working, and if not, get on a plan to, what do we need to do if it isn't working, if we need to change the dose. But I'm on the lowest dose that they do on that medicine. So I'm sure if my number's too low, then I just come off the medicine. So we'll see. So that was kind of my update. I was not a very happy person that I'm having to take all these medicines, especially they're both medicines you have to take on empty stomachs, not with other vitamins. And so I'm having to take one in the morning when I first get up, and then I have to take my prenatal and my vitamin D, because I was vitamin D deficient after I had TRIP, and I've never stopped taking it, and my numbers are just in the middle of the normal range, so I have continued to take it during pregnancy. And then in the evening time, I take the other medicine after I haven't eaten for 2 hours. So I feel like someone who's very old with all of these medicines, because I am someone who doesn't typically take any medicine. So there's that. That's my health update. But, other than that, everything looks really good. There's a lot. Both of those conditions that I have are very common, very treatable. So, that's you get the cards you're dealt. So those were the cards I've been dealt. Let's see. I requested my breast pump through one of the companies that my insurance works with. So hopefully I'll get that. It'll get approved and stuff, and we'll get it in a couple weeks. So the company I went through this time, it was weird. You didn't put like what insurance you had. You did, but then they have to send the approval for like the pump that you're requesting. And so my first pregnancy, I had both the Medela and the Spectra pink one. I think it's the S2. So it plugged in and it was great. I like both of those. I can give a review of both of them if you guys want to know more. But anyways, because I'm getting a new pump this time, I am requesting the Spectra. But this is the one that is portable, so it has like a battery pack or something, so it doesn't have to be plugged in all the time. So I thought that might be a little more convenient, so we'll see if that's what I get approved for. So I really did like the Spectra. It was In short, it was much quieter and much more efficient. So that's when I choose to get again. So other than that, really, it's been really hot in Texas. So I had to go get another pair of pregnancy shorts because I had one. Well, I really have two pair, but one of the pairs was like they ran really small, and so they were starting to get kind of uncomfortable. So I got another pair of shorts, and I do the over, with the stretchy over the belly kind. So shorts are definitely like my favorite product currently. I've kind of been doing favorite products during the, my updates. So I will show you those when I do the belly shot. And then I've also really liked my Apple Watch. I mentioned that earlier. And other than that, there's not been really anything notable to talk about. So that's really all I have for this update. It's kind of short, sweet, to the point. Depending on how things start to look in my further weeks of pregnancy will depend on how frequently I update you guys, but that's where I am right now. And if you guys have any questions, comments, things you want me to try, please let me know. Make sure to like the video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel because I'd love to see who's watching and talk with you guys. And make sure to follow me on Instagram or on my blog. Everything is Gabbing Ginger. Oh, and I have a Facebook. So with that being said, I will get up and do the belly shot and then we'll close the video. So let's see. Let's move the chair out of the way. So here's the belly. And this one it has a dark panel underneath. I don't know let me scoot. So those are the shorts. They have the big panel. So that's the belly. And I will link everything in my outfit below. This is non-maternity. The other two things are maternity. So, and anything else I talked about, I'll link below. So the watch and things like that. So hope everyone has a great day and see you soon. Bye.